Well, I've been calling him Admiral, but he has been ignoring me. The jury's still out on Larry. I guess he's a Laker fan.
Todd, how long are you going to be away?
I'll be back before you know it.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Mom. Look how gorgeous it is. Todd is right. They do need company.
Ah! No, Todd knows how to build a good case. Oh, all right.
Good. I'll have his perch and his bird seed and his bird toy sent over in the morning. Just don't give him any clam sauce. Now, don't ask, but trust me on this one. I'm sure they're going to treat you just like one of the family. You'll be spoiled rotten in no time at all.
It shouldn't be that difficult.
So, where did you get the idea to write a piece about the men at 21?
I just want to set things straight. Mr. Cannoli, I'm Ted Monk from the Denver Mirror in Colorado.
Oh, Rocky Mountain High and such. I heard it's lovely there.
You'll never see it. We'll be just outside if you need us.
Well, Mr.
Monk.
Ah, Monk, yes. It reminds me of what I feel like in here, and not unlike the other penitents. I'm not here by choice. To what do I owe the pleasure of your latest pilgrimage here, Mr. Monk?
I'm looking for a story.
For the Denver Mirror?
That's right.
Well, if it's stories you're looking for, you've come to the right country but the wrong address.
But I've heard you're a master storyteller.
Yes, but I wouldn't relish telling a roaring tale unless I'm sure who my audience might be.
Oh, yeah, I can understand.
I thought you might.
You know, there's this great pub at home, the Wild Swan. Maybe you've heard of it. Some silly Irishman brought over every stick from the old sod.
Yes, I recall hearing of something of that nature.
Well, there's a place to hear a story. Fire to sit in front of, whiskey to drink. Wish we were there, because, boy, this place is a pit.
Prisons, unlike pubs, were not built for conviviality.
I heard you got consecutive sentences.
That's correct.
How many?
Enough to keep me here in this sunless hole for the rest of my bloody life. But, you didn't travel all this way to gloat over my troubles or to rub my nose in them, did you, Mr.?
Oh, no. No, like I said, I'm here to... I want you to tell me a story.
You mean your readers in Denver are keen to hear the trials and tribulations of an Irishman falsely accused of terrorism? I can't imagine. They would have...
They might eat the whole thing up, but that's not the story I want to hear. I want to hear about an Irishman who came to America, a guy with long hair, and a history that nobody seems to know much about.
How there are many such Irishmen in America.
This one's a bad poet. And a professor?
Well, I know a professor like that, but his story is of romance. He fell in love with a beautiful American who was visiting our shores, and then almost got himself killed in a pub such as you described. But there wouldn't have been an almost if an American, a multi-millionaire publisher, hadn't blundered in the way of the bullets that were meant for that professor.
I know that part. I'm interested in the chunk that came before that, before the girl, before the guns, before the professor was even the professor.
Well, I know part 2 of that story, but there are too many ears around. Now, if you were one of us involuntary monks, we could take a stroll in the yard and have a private conversation. Assuming, of course, that I would have a reason for starting such a conversation with you.
I'll give you a stack of reasons. But first things first, I think I need a little fresh air. Warden!
Is there a problem?
Doesn't need to be. This guy could save a bunch of lives.
It's more use to ending them.
Well, you see, that's just the thing. See, he was part of the Men of 21 Brain Trust. I mean, he knows everything they had planned. Information like that could prevent a lot of funerals on both sides of the Atlantic.
He won't cough up a thing.
Well, he might to me. Here, He thinks the place is bugged. I want to take a walk and have a chat in the yard with him.
Can't allow it. I don't have security available to guarantee your protection.
Tell me, you know, I just... I don't understand this money. How much security would this guarantee? Because my newspaper is very interested in making a donation.
Might be something we could arrange. In the name of justice.
That's all I'm interested in.
I'll go see to the extra security.
But in March, the rains just come in here, drench us, and we can hardly walk out here.
Let's hear that story.
And you'd think the nights would have softened now it's being May, but the air is as raw as a rugby player's knees.
Look, I didn't come out here for a confusing weather report.
Oh, I'm not sure I'm prepared to go on to the news yet.
Why not?
Oh, it's a matter of trust, or the absence of it. I don't know a reason why I should help you.
Because we both hate the same man. Look, Thornhart's the main reason you're in this pen, right? You have to hate him.
Oh, yes, but I still have to admire him. He was a worthy opponent.
Where I come from, the only thing an opponent is worthy of is a stake right through the heart.
Ooh, spoken like a true Yank. And they say the people of Borneo are savages.
You gonna tell me what I need to know about Thornhart or not?
I don't mean to be the rude host, but you'll have to make it worth my while.
Fine, no problem.
No? Well, it'll be hardly less of a problem to buy my cooperation than that of the scum Warden Pikes. Or didn't you think I'd tumble to your little arrangement?
You're sharp.
And expensive.
I'll give you 50,000 pounds.
Oh. Would you kindly add another 0 to that?
Oh, that's an awful lot of money for you to walk up and down this yard with till you croak.
I may have a life sentence, but I've never been an adherent to the strict letter of the law.
What, you gonna bust out?
It's the wind off the harbor that does it. It chills you to the bone.
So you just don't trust me?
Oh, you're the sharp one.
Look, you know what I need to know to nail Thornhart to the wall. And you can help me and never get touched. You've got a built-in guarantee.
I do?
Yeah. If I rat you out, you can blow the whistle on me, and my Thornhart hunting days are over.
Well, you have a point there.
Yeah. But then there's my matter of trust. How do I know that what you have on Thornhart is worth 500,000 pounds?
My story will obliterate the man.
So, do we have a deal? Or do I have to stand here till I freeze?
I'll have to think it over.
Fine. You do that. Hell, take the rest of your life to think it over. You're not going to have anything else to do in here.
I didn't say no.
Yeah, well, I don't have time to stand around here and wait for you to say yes.
Oh, we all have to wait for what we want. Take trust, for example. I'd love to trust you, but I'm not sure that I could yet.
Fine. While we are playing that game, why should I trust you? You had 2 goons shoot me in the back and push me into the Irish Sea.
I'll wager that taught you never to take another man's overcoat again.
You can laugh all you want. I almost died.
It was your own fault. You engineered that overcoat swap, and you put your nose into our affairs, which are the cause of all the problems we're saddled with today, right?
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you tell me what I need to know about Thornhart, and all my troubles go away.
Right. You come back here tomorrow with a Bank of England deposit slip in the amount of 500,000 pounds to the account of Solomon Rowe.
Tomorrow. Forget about it.
Well, then you can forget about the story that you want, which would be a pity because I guarantee the tale I have to tell is worth the money and the wait.